Hey folks, Dante from the World of Dante here. It is 11:46 in the morning. I only woke up at 11:30. I have a hangover, and it is, let's see, Monday, the 21st of January, and I am freezing my ass off. It's in the 20s. It's the coldest day I've had here in Germany yet. And I am a little bit higher up in the mountains for here in Germany. I'm not on flat land here. It's always about 3 degrees Celsius colder here. I gotta say, it was cold as shit last night. It's cold as shit now. My hands are freezing. I'm having a cigarette, and I have yet to have my coffee. And guess what? I blew my tent up. I blew it up. Hang on. Check it out. This is the guilty party. Yeah, so I was at the bar last night. I was hanging out with Ivana and Susanna. And I know Susanna, I met her in June of 2017. Nice woman, very nice woman. I like her. She's got a grit. She's a good person. She's a real person. And Ivana, the bartender, who I met only 2 days ago, she's also a real person. And good people. And, I meet people here in Germany, at least in this town, way, I don't know. I don't know. I just meet good people here. And people that I really like. It's not like that in America. I was in America for 10 months, and I met only one person. He's actually he was actually grew up with my brother. They're in the same class and the same grade level. And I only met one person the entire time I was there, 10 months. I come here and I meet people that I like, and would like to be friends with, for the rest of my life. I meet people like that here with a snap of your fingers. It's really nice. So, I met Ivana a couple of days ago. I met her on the 19th. And she was saying, well, come back tomorrow. We got to talking, and she was like, I and my husband, maybe we can help you find work. I'm from Croatia, and he's from Greece, and, I know how it is, and the rules have changed here in Germany, by the way. It's a lot more difficult. They have more rules because, they're taking in like 300,000 people a year at least from other countries. So I've run into difficulties, and I thought I understood the rules here for certain things like my being here, what have you. But they have new rules in place because people are trying to cheat the system. So it's been hard being here. And so I met her on, what was it, Saturday night. And she's like, yeah, I'm trying to help you find a job. Come back tomorrow. So I went back yesterday. And Saturday night and Sunday, I was like, no, I'm not staying. I'm definitely going back to America. And I was like, well, I've got to, I was going to go anyhow, but I was like, I've got to tell her, no, I'm just going to go back to America so she doesn't waste her time and energy speaking to me about it. So I go, and it's Ivana and this woman, Susanna, there. Nobody else in the bar. And I got there around 6 p.m., around there. And Ivana got to talking, and if you know me, I hate flying. I have a video, Valium, and red wine. It's the only way to fly. And I will be going back. Yes, I have Valium, folks, for my flight. It's from America. I have the doctor's, I have the receipt so that I can cross lines here, international lines. I always show it to the customs agents. So I'm taking Valium for my flight back. I hate flying. I've been in fights with 2 guys at a time. I've taken on 5. 2, one with a knife to my throat, which I fought off, by the way. I'm not a guy that scares easily. I am a nice guy. That's my joke with certain people in my life. I'm like Jackie Chan, Jackie Chan power. I'm a nice guy, but I'm also a fighter. I don't scare easily. I'm like a badger, I'm like a friendly badger, So they have an expression here for somebody that's kind of fresh, they call him a fresh dox, a fresh badger. So yeah, that's what I am. I'm the fresh badger. So I'm a nice guy, but I don't scare easily. But when it comes to planes, forget it. Flugzeug, man, das geht nicht. I don't have wings. I don't have feathers. We're not meant to fly, and planes, they're just like big cars that are up in the air. The difference is, if you have a problem with a car, you just kind of go over to the side of the road and check your car out. You can't do that shit when you're up in the air, man. You can't do that. You can't go, oh, the captain doesn't say, okay, we're having a problem, folks. We're just going to pull over here and we're going to get out and check. So I hate planes. I'm going back. And, man, I'm so nervous about it. So Ivana, she was talking, and then she said something about her mom dying at the age of 50, and I was like, hang on. I was like, I just turned 50 the other day here, and I'm going back to America on a fucking plane, and somehow I didn't mean to interrupt her. I totally hijacked the conversation. I feel bad. I imagine she and the other woman thought I'm just trying to say it was my birthday, and I'm not like that. I don't tell anybody it's my birthday. I would have forgotten it was my birthday if my daughter hadn't sent me a birthday message. So there you are. But somehow the conversation just got off to, okay, birthday, and then Ivana bought me a drink. She's like, you have whatever you want. I get you a shot of something, and then I was like, okay, and I said to her, what's cheapest, which is only fair, she's buying me a drink. I don't want to, So I got this absinthe, and it's like 180 proof or something, I think it's 180 proof. It is strong as shit. The Green Fay, the Green Fairy. Shot glass, like this tall shot glass. I had to do it in 2 takes. I made 2 shots from it. Anyhow, and that got me going. It cleared my head, which is what I wanted. But that stuff will pound on you. And I knew what I was getting into, but fortunately I hadn't really had anything to drink yet. I got to talking to the girls, and we get to talking about my YouTube channel. I came up with a funny joke idea for a YouTube video, which I forgot a little bit later. I was going to ask the girls, hey, you want to make a joke video? And I totally forgot about it. But anyhow, we were talking, and I'm talking to Susanna, and, I was like, yeah, it's cool, you can make money at this. The problem is every time I make a video with my video editor, the videos disappear. I was working, 18 hours first video, and I was going to put the final touches on the video, and it disappeared. It just literally, it was gone. I had maybe 1.5 hours more work to do on it. And I had a good video. The point is, I know I can make good videos. So if you look at my channel and you're like, oh, this is boring as shit, what do I tell you? I can make good videos. I just don't do it right now because I had many videos disappear, and it was always when I was ready to put the video up. We're talking about a lot of work right down the toilet, Anyhow, so we got to talking about my YouTube channel. I was telling Susanna, yeah, it's cool, you get to be your own actor, and you get to be your own editor, your producer, and I was like, yeah, I don't think I explained it well enough, but I knew this one woman. I'd known her for years, and I guess at some point I'd sent her my YouTube channel and had forgotten about it. And then, I do these videos last year where I'm wearing a thong, and, I'm doing the kooky videos where I've got the aluminum foil in my teeth, the what was it, grill? And I used to do Skype with this girl, 4 years, and she's a Christian. And guess what? After I did those videos, no more contact. No more Skype. No, nothing. She dropped me like a hot potato, And so I was trying to tell that to Susanna. Now, Susanna, she is very attractive. And then when I was telling her this, I was like, I became very self-conscious. I was like, maybe she thinks I'm hitting on her, you know? And actually what I was trying to do is explain, yeah, you know, you are, what you see, this is it exactly. What you see on YouTube, it's just me, and I'm doing my thing, I'm having fun. I am my own actor, you know, because I gave her my YouTube card and Ivana my YouTube card. I've given it out to a few people here because I'm going back to the States, and I didn't want her or Ivana. I didn't want anybody to think, well, you know, he's crazy as shit, right? Take a look at this guy, you know. So I was explaining, you know. Hang on, I'm gonna laugh. So I was making myself very clear. My channel is very boring, and the videos I do have up are not good. You know, I haven't worked 15, 18, 20 hours on these videos. But I was saying, you know, just stay with my channel, and you'll see that this year I'm going to have good videos. And I was also explaining, look, I'm my own actor. You know what I'm saying? You know, I got this whole thing with Dave 2D Vlogs. I'm like his little homie, and, you know, I didn't explain that to her, of course not. But, you know, I have this whole thing, you know, my own little world. I've got my themes, and I was making sure, you know, hey, I was trying to explain, stay with my channel, and what you see on my YouTube channel, that's me having fun and being my own actor, you know. But I felt self-conscious because she is an attractive woman, and she might have thought, well, he's hitting on me, or so I was trying to make myself really clear, and which I hope I did. That's it. But Ivana had bought me this absinthe, so man, that stuff is strong. And that started getting on top of me, and I'm having a beer also. And then it turned into more shots. I was like, no more absinthe. Let's try ouzo, because her man's Greek, and I can handle the ouzo. And I hope I explained things well enough. I tried. So, long story short, I got really drunk. I had a good time. I remember laughing my ass off at one point. I couldn't stop laughing. And I come back at like, oh my God, it must have been late. I had to walk back with my bike. I couldn't even ride my bike back. I was walking my bike back. Cold as shit. It's in the 20s right now. I mean, this is the coldest day yet I've had in Germany. So I come back, light my candles. I am heating up water. Now, I'm using something different for cooking my water, so I have to put this box over it to trap the warm air and to get the water warm. But this is what happens. Check this out. Boom! So, I get back, I get my candles on, and I'm using a different cooker. I didn't bring my cooker with me from Rüsselsheim. I just bought a metal bowl, and I put candles in it, but it's really ineffective, so I have to put a box over my water because it just doesn't heat well. The heat goes out to the sides. So anyhow, I have my candles on. I go take a piss over here by my tent, and then there's a loud pop, like a gunshot. And of course, I have to finish pissing, but I finish my business very quickly here. You know, I make things short, and I come running over to my tent. My tent's on fire. I have to put my tent out. And check this shit out. Check this out. Let's see if you can see it. See this shit? I burnt the fuck out of my tent. Look at this. There's like 8 inches. There's like 8 inches of tent missing here. And apparently I'd open up a package of lighters, and it was hard opening the package of lighters, and one flew out. And either that or I had a candle sitting on top of an old, what I thought was an empty lighter, but I don't do that. What happened is one flew out. And it ended up with the candle flame. It was, you know, sitting on a candle. It popped out, and the lighter had gotten knocked onto a candle flame, and I didn't know it. Of course I didn't. It was dark. It was cold. I was freezing my ass off. Yes, I was drunk, but You know, it's a mistake that could have happened without the drinking is the point, because it was dark. And yeah, I blew my tent up, man. I blew my tent up. There was a loud pop. I run over to my tent. Tent is on fire. I'm stamping it out with my foot. And I mean, man, this tent is, in the last month, my tent is taking a beating. I've got 2 holes here from a rat. In my tent, I've got 2 fucking holes. I did a video of that. I called the rat Cock Knocker because he just kept busting my balls, man. He'd come in my tent, take my food, rolling out oranges and apples, and what a fuck. So, so my tent is taking a beating. Check it out. Here's one of the holes from the rat, as a matter of fact. You see that? That big ass hole? That's from the rat. So in the last month, I can say that my tent is pretty well destroyed. And that's a sack, by the way, for metal detecting. I put my coins and stuff in it. And yes, I do have my metal detector, my handheld one. My toes are freezing. It is cold as shit. And yeah, I blew my tent up. Can you believe that shit? I had a good time last night. I come back to my tent. I blew my tent up, man. Unreal. And that lighter, holy shit. I mean, man, that it's insane. It's just incredible what it did to my tent. It is. It's amazing, actually. It stomped the shit out of my tent. My tent is pretty well burnt now. I'm gonna walk around to the other side. I'm getting the sun here. So yeah, I had a good time last night, hanging out with Susanna and Ivana, and then I came back to my tent and I blew it up. How's that? So, oh my God. Hang on. So, I've got a hangover. Of course I do. I'm going to have my coffee. I'm going to eat something. Ivana gave me this really good pizza last night. She gave me some pieces of pizza. Oh, and Susanna made this really, really good potato salad. Oh my God, it's so good. So, I've got food to eat. I'm going to eat, have my coffee, and then I'm going to shower in this shit. I got to get my water warm, and that's going to take 2 hours with this bowl. It just sucks. The thing I used in Rüsselsheim was way, way, way better. So, but I'm going to eat, have coffee, shower in this, and then I guess I'm going to go back here to Dietz. And I am going to leave still yet today or tomorrow. I will see, because I haven't seen my friend Jurgen yet for saying goodbye, so I'll probably stay until tomorrow. But, you know, I don't know. He may not come to the bar tonight, so I'll send him texts. I'll see what happens. It is a beautiful morning here. I hear the church bell, so it must be 12 o'clock now. There's a road up there. Can you see the car? Yes, you can. That's leaving Faschingen. It's a place where they make water, bottled water. Germany is famous for the water that comes out of the ground here. And they have a water bottling plant there. And it's a few miles away. There's a woman there behind me with her dog. Back here, Baldwinstein. But if you looked at the other videos, then you know this. And it's beautiful here, man. I've got badgers, foxes, lynxes. I have a video up of a lynx from the other night. If you want to hear what a lynx sounds like, check it out. And it's a young one, I think, because it's not fully grown, I think, because it doesn't have the voice power. I have another video up of a lynx, and that one was a full adult, and you can hear the difference. So, yeah, it's beautiful here, man. Lynxes, foxes, up in these hills, there are wild pigs. My daughter and I, we found wild pig footprints, and where they've been digging around in the dirt a couple of years ago. So I know they've got wild pigs out here, and actually that's the most dangerous thing out here. I don't have to worry about the lynx, but it's the wild pigs you got to worry about. Wild pig will absolutely fuck you up. You know, and you always hear stories here in Germany, people getting attacked, getting their legs ripped open, because the fucking tusks on these boars are just, it's insane, and their teeth are sharp as shit, by the way. And all these wild pigs, the teeth are really, really, really sharp. Not like a dog's teeth. We're talking sharp. So that's the only thing I got to worry about out here. But there's nothing on this side of the river. I think it's all on the other side. I've never seen anything on this side of the river with wild pigs. But anyhow, it's beautiful out here. Tons of nature. And oh, it's amazing. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there are actually some orange cliffs back here. And those are pretty. It looks, like something, it looks a little bit like the Grand Canyon or something, It's just this really bright orange and red. I'll take some pictures today. But it's beautiful out here. I love it. I've been here since Monday. I've been here for 1 week. And I love it. Good people. And, you walk 15 minutes outside of town and you're right with nature and wild pigs and lynxes and badgers and foxes. I was going to try and get a video of the foxes the other night because they make this really weird call. So it's a strange sound. It sounds a little bit like a wild turkey, but a little bit different, like a cross between a wild turkey and Jurassic Park or something, So it's nice here. It is really, really nice. But anyhow, that's it. Dante from the world of Dante signing off here. And yeah, I blew my fucking tent up. One lighter did all of this fucking damage. I still can't believe this shit. Look at this. Look. It is fucking crazy. Look at that shit. I mean, I've got 8 inches of tent gone from the bottom. That's a train, by the way. Train comes through here, and then there's a tunnel, and it just disappears into the hill, comes out the other end, and goes, on and on and on. So, yeah, I blew my tent up. I can't believe that shit. My tent is absolutely taken a pounding in the last month. Oh my God. I can't even believe that shit. So that's it. Dante signing off. I'm just babbling.